Thank you for tuning in to Wicked Turtle Network exclusive. Follow us on all social media and also click the link tree in the description of this video. When clicking the link tree, you will be able to follow all of Wicked Turtle's social medias, our Instagram, our Twitter, our Facebook, our YouTube. You might also be able to get access to the Wicked Turtle store. I also would like to take the time right now and welcome us as a brand new ambassador to Raise Energy Drinks. Wicked Turtle has joined the hashtag Raise Rebellion with Raise Energy Drinks. Raise Energy Drinks gives you fresh, which stands for focus, recovery, energy, stamina, and hydration, with giving you no crash. Raise has zero sugar with electrolytes and BCAA aminos. So hashtag Raise Up and go to your local GNC or vitamin shop and pick up a can, or go to repsports.com and order your Raise Energy Drinks and other athletic supplements in bulk, and type in order code Wicked Turtle for 15% off your order, and that code will be in the description of this video. The following Wicked Turtle Network presentation has strong language and strong content. Viewer discretion is advised.
What are you talking about?
What up, peeps? What up, peeps? What up, peeps? It's your boy, the Penguin. And on the mic tonight, I got the woo-woo kid, the Duke.
What's up, everybody?
You like
We
that
got the Beaver
woo-woo?
Weasel here today, too.
You like the woo-woo? Woo-woo-woo!
I do.
I've been watching a lot of Matt Cardona lately, by the way.
Yeah. Big shout out to Matt Cardona. He's wrestled his last death match.
Are you serious? I thought he was the deathmatch king.
He is, but he doesn't need to muddy the crown. He says that was my last one. I got respect for the craft and I got respect for the, death match, but I'm done.
And we got the Beaver Weasel there.
Yeah, we do.
Hashtag Beaver Weasel.
Yep.
Your dog needs his own Instagram.
Yes, she does.
I think it's the best dog. Like if I had my dog in it, my dog would be very quiet, to be honest. But
yeah, she's good with that.
The first time you find somebody outside or someone's walking by,
oh yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's pay some bills. We got it's not a big show. We got a small show today,
yeah.
But actually, before we actually go into the race sponsor, let me actually give that little disclaimer. The one thing we're going to start doing is the little Penguin has signed up for Scouts. I'm going to start donating a lot of time on Mondays for that, but we're still filming the show. I just pushed it back a little bit, but I want to make it a little bit more shortened, not so like an hour and a half, 2 hours. We might go a full hour, depends how we talk.
Right.
But I'd like to shorten it up a little bit. We're going to do like one movie review unless we like skip a week, and then we'll go to two. We'll do two. So we'll go to that. But let's talk about Raise. The hashtag Get the Duke a Raise is in full effect right now, right?
Yeah. It's actually reached its peak, and the Duke got a raise.
That's nice. I got one actually in the store. I texted the Duke a picture of it. I went to
vitamin shop,
because Mr. Duke here told me that you can't get him at what is it, GNC, right?
GNC, yeah, they're pulling distribution with GNC.
So I went to Vitamin Shop. The lady didn't even know what I was talking about when I walked in.
Wow.
But I shout out to her. I gave her a little education of it, and I actually picked up the South Beach one. Now this is okay. This tastes more like an original flavor. Like there's not a lot of. I taste more coconut in this one, so it's all right. It's all right. But let's get into the sponsorship here. Wicked Turtle has joined the hashtag Raise Rebellion with Raise Energy Drinks. Raise Energy Drinks gives you fresh, which stands for focus, recovery, energy, stamina, and hydration, with it giving you no crash at all.
None.
Raise has 0 sugar with electrolytes and BCAA aminos. So hashtag raise up and go to your local vitamin shop, not GNC,
All right.
and pick up a can today. And eventually, I'm pretty sure they're going to start. I mean, it was very hard to find this in there. They had them in the cooler. They did have a couple cases of this stuff. But if you guys want any flavors, and I'll tell you right now, the Penguin here has got a lot of flavors that he has tried. So we have the South Beach. We have the guava. We have the strawberry colada. The grape bubblegum, which I'm pretty sure this is going to be the Duke's new fave.
I think so too.
Yeah. We have the watermelon frost.
Ooh.
We have rainbow, which by the way is you cannot buy anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
But they have rainbow pre-workouts now.
Yep.
So you can get the pre-workout. And the newest flavor, which by the way, if you want to get a raise, you need to get this flavor now because they're limited run. This is the white peach, and it is the bomb.
They just actually filled their last sleeves of that. I got an email. So
really?
They're literally on like their last shipment of white peach.
Yeah, they're on the last shipment of white peach. And I'm pretty sure the limited edition ones you can buy online. Those are the ones you get online. Guys, if you guys go online, please go online. Check out repsports.com and order all those energy drinks in bulk. They have pre-workout shaker bottles. They have apparel now.
Mug cakes.
Mug cakes, yes. And you get 15% off your order. And let me tell you something. I did the math. And when you use the Wicked Turtle code, you get your cans down to $2.16.
Well, that's good.
It's $2.16 to buy that. So
that's about what I'm paying for mine, and that's on the deal
per can. That's per can. $2.16 per can.
That's good stuff.
So, and you get a 12-pack. They usually send you a 12-pack. Sometimes they'll give you a little taste, like they do us as ambassadors. They'll give us a little taste where you get 4 cans. You just have to pay for shipping. The shipping is a little pricey. It is $9, but hey, it's actually not a bad shipping thing.
It's good to have a sound of mind that stuff's going to come, and if it doesn't, then you're going to get fully refunded.
Yeah,
but I can't wait to try the actual flavors, because I'll tell you, with Bang, they got good flavors, but maybe it's me. I don't know how you feel. Like, when you drink Bang, you got to get past that real strong chemical flavor at first.
Yeah.
And they all have it, that real strong... that hits you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I fully intend to review my drinks. I got a clear cup here because I think when I review stuff, I think it's nice to, when you see somebody actually pour the drink out, what's the drink smell like? What's it look like? There's a lot of different things involved in an actual review that I don't see a lot of people,
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes you can get a flavor and it's just clear and it tastes like a flavor. I think I haven't really looked in a can or actually poured it in a cup, so I don't know. But,
see,
I like them. I like them a lot. My wife drinks them a lot. I drink these a lot. I think they're fantastic.
Yeah.
In fact, they're really growing on me now that I've been an ambassador of them. They're really growing on me. I've been actually drinking a lot of these lately, and yeah, I like them because they're not so sweet.
Good.
Like they're right on. Like they're not sour, but they're also not so sweet. Like the Rocks, for instance. The Rocks is good. Like the Zoa, it's good, but it's too sour. Like it's too sour for me. I need a little bit of sweetness.
You're the only person I heard say anything good about that one. I'll be honest with you.
Good or bad?
I've not heard anything good outside of you from the Rocks.
There was only 2 flavors I really liked. I liked the Wild Orange, which was okay, and I really liked the coconut only because I like coconut, pineapple.
Wild Orange and coconut. Okay, so that's down at my CVS. I might even just pick that up just to try it out for review.
They're little again. If you go into to try to drink Zoa, it's it's a whole different thing. Like it's like
Yeah.
you're used to bangs that are like very sweet. You're
Mhm.
used to, like, if you drink a Rays, you'll understand Rays has a good line of sweetness, but also it's a good balance. It's a good balance.
Right.
And I'm not just saying that because we're ambassadors. I'm saying that because I like the taste of them. Like I like that balance. But Zoa is completely like, it has a sour taste. It really does. It has a very sour kick to it, and they're good. They're just extremely sour. Like I just think they're too sour for that. Like that. Like
Yeah.
more like on the edge of Red Bull, like Red Bull's type.
Oh, yeah,
Red
yeah.
Bull has like a sour thing. Red Bull's
I
good if
feel
you're
you on Red Bull.
Red Bull's good if you have Jaeger. That's what makes
Yeah.
Red Bull good.
Red Bull is like diesel fuel engine with sweet tarts in it.
Yeah, it's good for two things: keeping you up and degreasing engines.
Yeah.
But no, guys, check out Rays. Use the code Wicked Turtle at the end. You'll get 15% off, and
15.
That code will be in the description of this video. You just click the link, go there. It takes you right to repsports.com. You can
Right.
put in an order.
I think
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I think it'd be
They
cool
don't do
if they added a
PayPal though. So if you guys
option.
are PayPal, they don't do that.
Maybe went with CVS or some Rite Aid for in-store distribution stuff, and that would help me out a little bit.
Yeah,
for
Vitamin
buying them
Shop's a
in-store.
little bit.
Yeah, we don't have any.
I never try. I found one because there's one where I work at, but in my town we don't have a Vitamin Shop, but we do have GNCs. We got like 2 of those. So like,
We have holistical, natural, mom and pop shops like that, but no vitamin shop. We have a GNC. We did have one in the area where our mall is, but the other one got taken down, so there's only one GNC left anymore.
I think, to be honest, I really think that Rays and Rep Sports is just trying to get more traffic to their online stuff, because that's where everybody goes nowadays. Amazon, Walmart.
Yeah, to be honest
whatever.
with you, they want people to buy it on their Amazon too. And just to be honest, I'm not going to buy off their Amazon because the case on Amazon is $50. It starts at. Plus, you got to pay for shipping. They don't do any of the Amazon Prime shipping. So that's even a little bit more pricey for me.
Well, you can use the Wicked Turtle code.
Yeah.
And you get 15% off when you go to Rep Sports. That's what I would tell everybody. Just go to Rep Sports.
Yeah.
Order on there. Use Wicked Turtle, and you get 15% off. And it's good. Like, I use it. I use the code, and it works for me. So it's definitely a good code. Like I said, you get a can for like $2.16. Like, you can't beat that. Like that's cheap for an energy drink. It really is. Alrighty. Well, I had some good news this week. Yeah, so the reoccurring thing that's been on this show and with me personally in my life is being able to afford medications. And to be honest, it was my dumb fault, but it also opened me up to the knowledge of how corrupt and how shitty our health system is.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's just say that this week was a win for me because I finally fixed my insurance. I finally got to use my insurance, and now I'm getting my medications for $30 a month. It's about $90 for 90 days. So that's not too bad per medication. Or for 3 months. I'm sorry, for 3 months it's $90. So I definitely got a win there. It's awesome, but again, I also have to still have to put a little warning here. Guys, United States, please, please, please drop your prices you should not be having this problem for like people who have diabetes, for instance, and people being able to afford their medications, where they have to make the decision of, hey, listen, do I want to have food on the table for my family, or do I want to survive?
Right. Nobody should have to make that choice.
It's a very dangerous juggle. And we should not be doing this dangerous juggle. Luckily, I have decent insurance through my company now, where they actually were able to afford. I'd be able to pick this one and actually give me the knowledge. The book that they send you is medical insurance is so confusing. It is probably the most confusing thing that you'll ever do. It's so confusing, especially if you have it through a job or something like that. So to read through all that, deductibles and percentages and all this stuff, it's like taking a course in college,
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm very happy that I'm able to find these medications at this price with my insurance, which is awesome.
Yeah,
and
man.
Now start saving some money because we've made decisions where, hey, I'm not buying this medication, or a lot shed tears over this stuff. Like what do I do? You
It's
know,
crazy.
we never bring masculinity that much on this show, but my masculinity was always at the top of myself, where I'm like thinking, as a man, to provide for my family.
And can't even provide, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, like
Definitely.
provide for my family or
Myself.
you know, and it's always a juggling act. It really is.
And it
And
should be.
I'm hoping your medical problems are cool.
Yep. It's all right
Yeah.
now. I got a tooth that needs to be coming out. It's needed to come out for about 6 months now.
You can always call Britt Baker.
Yeah, how about it? I'll let Adam Cole super kick me at this point. I'll take that super kick. I'll take that potato.
Yo, fuck that. Just call Sean Carr up. He has super.
Yeah, that too, man. He's his
Super
own
kick.
ring announcer too. I don't know if you've seen that over the past weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he super kicked the ring announcer and took over his job.
That's awesome. See, he's cool. I love that dude.
Sean Carr, man.
I'm probably, when it comes to wrestling right now, I'm probably gonna give a shout out to Tim Embler. By the way, he had an awesome show this weekend with the Icons, and then in Battlegrounds. And dude, that's
yeah.
I really
excellent, top notch stuff right there.
I really wanted to go so bad, just because I haven't been in that building since I was a kid.
Yeah,
and dude,
I missed out. This is the second Icons I would have missed out on.
I'm
Team
hoping
Philly out there killed it. There were Druids with freaking Raven. FOMO. If you're missing out.
I wonder if that's going to be on IWTV.
It should. Battlegrounds. Maybe even Rope to Rope. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. That'd be cool. If not, maybe I'll shell out some money to see that show, because I saw some pictures online and it was very epic. It was some super epic.
I'm going to give a shout out real quick here to True. In October 8th, everything is really, really cool with wrestling right now. Punk is back. Bryan is back. Edge is back. Christian is back. But you know what? For us local guys, us local individuals who, know the local history of independent professional wrestling, this one is a huge one. Coming up on October 8th is going to be the reunition, the reformation of the A-Team. Andy Harner is back. Aaron Arbo. They're going to be at True at their Grand 1 card here on October 8th. And yeah, man, that just it blew my mind. That made me so happy to see Andy Harner is back. Andy Harner. And let me tell you, the wrestling world took notice when he came back. There's already people chomping at the bit. Ricky Shane Page, first one to say something. He says he wants Andy, no matter what, wherever, whenever. He wants Andy. I'd love to see that, man.
It's just an exciting time. Like, anywhere you go in the part of the whole state of Pennsylvania, you can find decent wrestling now.
You can.
That's pretty cool. It's very cool to see. I just tell people out there, just be safe. Be safe when you go. If you feel like, I'll tell people the same thing I tell my son. If you feel uncomfortable, put your mask on.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel comfortable enough and you're allowed to have your mask off, then take your mask off. That's fine. I'm not trying to get into a debate when it comes to the anti-maskers or whatever, because I'm for both. It depends. I'm more about anxiety. I'm more about my anxiety and how I feel. And there's some events that I looked at. I'm like, I'm not going to that, because it's just too tight. It's too close. That Delta variant's out there, and it's very nasty. And I wouldn't wish anything on anybody.
Right, really, and it's not like a thing against promotions, or I don't want to be there or anything like that. Like, it's not anything like that at all. It's just
that's me. Me, for instance, that's one of my anxiety.
The anxiety of it all gets to you.
I'm also freaking busy.
That's true.
Busy.
That too.
I'm super busy. I mean, I've been doing. People can't say, "Well, you're not that busy." I am. I'm keeping time with my family and using my new gift, my smoked meats. Hashtag smoked meats. I've been killing it.
Making me drool.
Dude, this past weekend I made a smoked whole chicken. I smoked a whole chicken in Applewood, and I used bone sucking seasoning, and it was pretty good. It was probably better than rotisserie chicken, and I love rotisserie chicken.
Dude, one of the two of us is gonna have to try out that Flavor God seasoning. I see them on Instagram and Facebook all the time. I don't know if you have, but it looks
I've been
so good.
thinking
The Flavor
about
God.
Dano's. I always hear about Dano's seasoning. It's like
Real? I never
everywhere.
heard of Danos.
It's all over
See,
TikTok. It's all over like Instagram.
Danos, huh?
Everyone's using Dano's seasoning. I'm gonna reach out. We need a sponsor from them.
Yes.
That'd be nice because I'll tell you right now. I've been using this what's that one dude? There's a guy on Instagram. He does these videos. He does these cooking videos. He's like, "Yo, get your fucking chicken in the pan."
Yeah. I know who you're talking about, but I
He
don't.
has seasonings. I thought about picking one of those up, one of those rubs and stuff.
Oh yeah, I think that's the guy I'm talking about. The Flavor God.
That guy's cool, man. That guy's funny as hell. Yeah, shout out to TikTok. That's all I have to say. TikTok is awesome.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for TikTok, I probably would just tell social media to, because dude, TikTok has been my go-to thing. I could sit there for like a good hour to 2 hours and just go through my videos left and right, dude. Because dude, TikTok is the shit. That's all
I don't know if you've seen some of the videos I put up, but I made 2 videos I'm actually kind of proud of, and
I love your Joker one. That's my favorite one.
I took some Doom gameplay and I stripped the audio of it and I completely made the music for Doom by myself with my mouth, and the background is just me, and I did the music for Halo. So I did the Halo music. And
what games are you playing right now?
what games?
Were you playing basketball?
Basketball?
Yeah,
No.
I thought I saw you playing 2K or
My
2K
niece might have
22.
been.
Okay.
Oh no. I'm right now. I just pre-ordered Metroid Dread, so I'm waiting for that to come out for my Switch, and
Nice.
I haven't bought a Switch game, and this will be my first Switch game I've actively went out and bought aside from like Animal Crossing. So I'm just interested to see what the Switch can do.
I've been playing on my Switch. I just bought it. I bought Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. Better than the first one, I can tell you right now.
I
like
have all those. I
customization.
love those games.
I never really got into it because they're really kiddie and corny.
Yeah.
But this one's kind of fun. I was having fun with it.
But it's so cool.
I created my own character. It was cool.
It's bar none as far as like open world Marvel. Yeah, it's a little kiddie, but it's a Lego game. But where else can you on the fly switch from Spider-Man to Iron Man to the Hulk to
and then different characters that they have there that a lot of people wouldn't even know in the Marvel universe, which is awesome. Speaking of which, guys, we're going to be watching Carnage. Let There Be Carnage, the Venom 2 movie, eventually when it comes out on the 1st. Yeah. Maybe guest reviewer, right? We'll have a guest reviewer.
Yeah, hopefully here. Tried to get the old man with Cry Macho, but
I also have Deadpool the game coming in the mail right now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I played it before on PS3. I'll get the PS4 version. I'm going to replay it through. I love that game. That game is so much fun. Like I've had so much fun. I love Deadpool. I just got done watching both movies. I just rewatched them. And
I actually just ordered the first Venom movie so I can have it on Blu-ray. I know it's probably streaming somewhere. Steven, you're silly when you're picking it up. I know, but I like to have the things that I really like. I like to have them physical.
Yeah, you like the physical disc, yeah.
Yeah. So
I haven't bought a physical disc in years.
No.
I really haven't bought.
I'd like to make that move, but I can't. I don't know.
Well, I actually, let's see. I bought a really big hard drive. It was like there's like 2 terabits on it.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and I used to have one hard drive that had 500 gigs, and I had close roughly around 300 movies on there.
Oh wow!
Now I got 2 terabytes, which is
yep.
I can fit a lot of movies on there. But all right, speaking of movies, we watched a movie, Cry Macho.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood being in this. I'm interested to hear your take in this movie because I have some thoughts.
It was an interesting movie, that's for sure.
You said it was an interesting movie?
Mm-hmm.
I myself, when I watched this, again, I have to go back to where I'm like, man, I have to nitpick through stuff. This movie was slow,
Yeah.
really slow. It took me a while to go through this movie. I actually went and did stuff like I watched this, went ran some errands. I like paused the movie, ran some errands, came back, and I'm like, because this is just super slow. Clint Eastwood, super slow. Like I get it because how old he is.
Yeah.
I'm not liking the whole Botox Eastwood. You know, like
Oh yeah.
he looked like he got work done. He looked like he got work done hardcore. Uh, decent story once it progressed and you picked the story up. It was a decent story. You know,
Yeah.
I like the outcome. The outcome was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And very surprising because I really thought it was going to go this way instead of going straight. I really thought
Right.
it was going to zig instead of zag. I really was sitting there thinking, especially at the end of the movie, I'm like, yeah, something's going to happen here. Something has to happen here. Something like, you know, I thought something was going to be like insane where the kid got shot in the head or something like that. You know, like something.
He dies.
Yeah, like he got sniped or picked off, you know, like something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I thought something that was going to, because usually Clint Eastwood movies would do that. Before I watched this, I watched Gran Torino just to get me hyped up for a Clint Eastwood movie. In fact, I watched A Fistful of Dollars too. So
that's a good one.
I went
There's
through generations.
That's to go through on HBO.
Yeah. And it was just it was very slow coming. I liked where it ended up though. I didn't like the beginning of it. It was, they gave us the roots, which was cool, and I like that. And it was something I can tell different because a lot of people's giving me shit for my rating for *Malignant*, by the way.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because you know I gave a pretty shitty rating. Like it was like I think I gave it like a 4.5, it's close to a 5.
Was I didn't give that like a 5 or a 6 myself.
Yeah, I mean, I have a
7?
lot of people that I've followed online that's been giving it a good reviews, and I'm like, it wasn't that good. Like,
yeah, I
it
mean,
was cool,
honestly,
but it wasn't that good. Like the visuals of the director for *Malignant*, like the camera work was fantastic. Like it was good, but other than that, the story just took forever to come out.
I mean, I'm sorry, you got stuff on Shudder right now for $5 a month. That's absolutely killing it. This is James Wan. They should have knocked it out of the park with that, but it was just so. Okay.
Well, that's getting into this movie. Like this started off with your origins a little bit, get a little bit of background, you know, showing that he's like, you know, he's like a trainer of horses and he rode bucking broncos and all that good stuff. And then, you know, he had an accident and stuff like that. So they gave you that origin story right in the beginning of this movie to set you up of who this character is.
Mm-hmm.
But then it just getting down to where he needed to go, finding the kid, the woman who was trying to have sex with him, I think. Like it was just, there was just so much, totally weird. Like this dude looks like he's 90. Like, weird. Grave robber.
He's like, oh, she's like, oh, well, excuse me. He's like, oh, what do you want to celebrate? She's like, I'll celebrate anything. And he's like, how about let's celebrate that I'm still kicking it. Still alive right now.
Yeah, right.
I
kind of felt bad for Clint Eastwood in this movie, to be honest. The way he looked, the way he acted, the way he walked, the way he talked.
Simply pop that guy right in his kisser. Bang!
It was nice to see a Clint Eastwood, though, that wasn't an asshole. Like, he wasn't an asshole in this movie.
Like, that's what they've been doing the past couple of Clint Eastwood movies. You know, I wasn't big on Clint Eastwood. I didn't grow up on him or anything, but it just seems like it's one of those things. It's like Clint Eastwood is a real human being, and yeah, he made his name on being this badass, but at the same time, he's got this vulnerable side too, you know, and everybody does.
When I was a kid, man, he was a badass. Everybody wanted to be Western Clint Eastwood. Like everybody, like when I was a kid, man, that was a thing. It was cool. It was very cool. And he's the one that, when I was a kid, man, I loved old Westerns. I really did, man. And you don't see them anymore. That's the problem. You don't see a nice cowboy movie. And
Right.
this kind of had the feel to it of a nice cowboy movie. It wasn't like American cowboy movie, but it was kind of like a dude ranch
Yeah.
type feel.
I feel you there because I mean, yeah. At the same time, it wasn't no. There will be blood. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like it'll, no country for old men. I don't think it's gonna stand up there with them.
Yeah. No. But it doesn't we haven't had like a true cowboy like type thing. And I think we could do that. There's no reason why we can't go back in time and still have a good cowboy dude ranch type movie. You know? Like the six gun shooters and like Red Dead. That's why I play Red
Yeah.
Dead Redemption because
Yeah,
it makes
dude.
me feel like I'm a cowboy. It makes me feel like I'm a six gun shooter and an outlaw and
Right.
like those are the type of movies when I was a kid, man. I used to love that stuff. John Wayne, beautiful as that.
Yeah.
And this like that's why anything Clint Eastwood makes, I can't like be like give him the finger, because he just has that feeling with me where I'm like, yeah, it brings back that inner child of myself,
Right.
when I wanted to be a cowboy or what I wanted to watch.
Right.
I love watching cowboy movies. And this has that feel good feel, especially towards the end. Like it starts off this way, not a lot. And the one thing I can tell our viewers, not a lot of action. This is
No.
there's not a lot of action.
And that's something I was waiting for. Is like there's some of these more gripping scenes, and it's like they're very, very few and far between.
The poster gives it off as like this, like it is a Western. Like when you
Yeah.
look at the poster for this and you click on it, or if you look at the trailer, for instance, you click on it, it gives it off like this is a Western type feel, and it's not. It's a dude ranch type guy. He how do I put it? He's a manly man, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's a man's man, last of dying breed, basically. And and he's trying to save this kid. And again, my MVP for this movie is definitely the chicken.
Yeah.
The chicken
Macho.
was the best in this
Yeah.
movie. This
Don't drink out
chicken
of my
was
cup.
so cool. Like I want one. That makes me want one of this.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add to this?
I don't know. For some reason, it makes me want to see a Young Guns reboot, though. Like it's giving me the want for a good Western. Give me a Young Guns reboot with Tom Holland and Robert Pattinson. Call me crazy, but I want to see some Young Bloods.
When was the last time we saw a good Western movie? When we saw a good cowboy type shoot 'em up outlaw. When was the last time we saw shit like that? It's been a while.
It's been
It
a
really
long
has.
time, yeah.
It's
For
a
me,
genre
anyway.
that's not really touched, and I have no idea why. I mean, they tried to give us one with the Django Unchained. Remember that movie?
Yeah, Django Unchained. I like that.
I didn't like that because it had way too much racism in it. Like, it was way too much stuff portrayed on the big screen. That's the only reason I didn't like that. Other than that, it had good feels to it. Like, I have a lot of movies that are on my box, for instance, that have like Lightning Jack. I don't know if you ever heard of that movie. Good movie. A good movie with Paul Hogan in it. It's a very good movie. Yeah, he plays Crocodile Dundee.
Oh,
but
yeah,
in
yeah,
this, he plays a six-gun shooter, man. He's fast. Real fast. And that gives you kind of a cowboy type feel to it, and it's cowboy outlaw type shit,
Right.
I don't know if it's because maybe that they don't want on the big screen that westerns turn in, that most of the westerns that we've had in our society have been about the bad guys,
Right.
robbing the trains and the banks, and have been in a gang, outlaw Josie Wales, for instance,
Right.
another one, and that's sad. And I really wish that we could bring a type feel like Tombstone, for instance, dude.
Dude, Tombstone was a good movie. Yeah.
One of my favorite movies. It's in my top 10 movies. I love that movie. That is such a great movie. Best Doc Holliday ever. I can tell you right now.
Yeah. Well, what is it? The prequels to Walker Texas Ranger, The Rangers. That's a pretty good series.
There's a series on HBO right now just called Walker. I don't think it's a remake of Walker Texas Ranger.
I think that's what I'm talking about.
It's called Walker. I don't think it's a prequel. I think it's after. I think it's a post.
Oh, okay.
Um, it's on HBO Max right now. I actually have it in my queue. I'm gonna watch it eventually. It's called Walker. It's it's a reimagining of the long running series Walker Texas Ranger.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I heard that was doing gangbusters.
So I mean that we're bringing cool shit like that. Like again, HBO give us the code
Yeah, man.
because we're promoting you hard because you do good stuff. Like I really thought *Malignant* was it was an okay movie. It just wasn't a home run for me. But for other people it could be fantastic, but it just
Right.
wasn't a home run for me. But other things, like most of the time when we get something on HBO Max, I mean, just look at the Snyder Cut right now. That's selling like hotcakes on the Blu-ray right now.
Yeah, it's sold out, bro. Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we already watched it because it's on
Yeah.
it's on the app. That's why I keep telling people. I understand that Blu-rays are a thing and you want to hold on to that thing, but if you have HBO Max, you're gonna have Snyder Cut forever. You know what I'm saying? They're
Maybe.
not getting rid of that.
Maybe.
They take it off from time to time. Like same thing like Disney Plus. Like Disney Plus
You
does the
can't.
same thing.
I don't trust any of these people to keep anything on there. So I'm sorry, but when I want something and I like it that much, I buy it because, like, look at The Office. Look at excuse me, Community.
You can watch every
They'll keep
episode of
that
The
stuff
Office.
on there, but they take episodes out too. So it's like people will get pissed off that
Now that we have Peacock, you can always watch The Office at any time.
they'll take out this episode or this episode because, oh, well, now everybody finds this one offensive or this one offensive, so we're going to pull this or take this one and actually edit it. And, it's just like me buying the Osbournes. I actually found the first season for $1. So it's like, you know what? Keep your streaming services on.
I actually like your website that you sent me. I've been using it a lot lately.
Yeah, that's a good site.
It's pretty good. And the Osbournes are on it.
Yep.
So, I love that show.
Me too, man.
Ozzy is the best.
The king.
The best. If they would just cut out Sharon and the kids and just follow Ozzy just talking to himself, that would be just entertainment for me.
Ozzy, are you sober right now? Yeah. Well,
You remember on you got the DVD package?
Yeah.
On the DVD package, they had the Aussie translator on it.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh man, that is such a good show. Yo, Paramount Plus, bring that. Please bring that to your streaming site.
That will totally give you money right there.
Paramount Plus is going to start to get pretty big here soon because a lot of their movies that were in the movie theaters are going to start going over there. So you're going to start seeing them. Some of the streaming sites are not trying to. Some of the streaming sites are trying to put their content on, like these big movies and stuff. Like Jungle Cruise, for instance, will eventually move over to. Well, it's in premiere now, but
yeah,
Shang-Chi eventually will come to there. So
there's one I'm waiting on, and it's actually going to come to Peacock. So maybe I could have sworn maybe it was Venom, but it's one of them that's coming to actually Peacock, and it's like, oh wow, shit, we got Peacock, so I'll be able to watch that.
Yeah, I mean,
there's something coming there I want to watch.
I don't know who Sony has, because it's a Sony property. So I don't know who Sony has properties with. Like what can they do? I think Sony is with. I think Sony's with Disney, to be honest. I've heard rumors. I've heard rumors of the Free Guy, the Ryan Reynolds thing. That was supposed to come to Disney Plus, I heard. So, it's just a matter of just waiting for these to come in. A lot of people's like, go to the movie theater. You'll have to tell me how your experience was at the movie theater. I hear they're not as packed as what they used to be. Mm-hmm. You'll have to tell me your experience when you go, because it'll be, I don't know.
Well, everything going on, it's like the trips out of the house you got to choose them wisely. So it's like,
I'm spoiled.
I think I'm going to not go on the 25th for wrestling and go watch a movie on the 1st, because it's like, you know what, man, I've been waiting for this second Venom movie.
Enjoy the memories with your dad. That's what I say. because there'll be a time when you don't.
Yeah, because I mean, sitting back, I mean, everybody knows that, you know, with the wrestling, I've been sitting back for a little bit, and it's like I've learned that, hey, wrestling shows are going to come and they're going to go, and they'll be there. Wrestling shows will be there, man. Trust me.
And it's just basically a disclaimer to everybody out there that thinks that we're not involved in this stuff. But listen, we'll be back. It's coming. The storm's coming soon, and I'll be back. Trust me.
That's right.
Right now, I'm just
biding our time.
I'm enjoying my life. I'm enjoying life.
Family time. Same here.
Like there's multiple times. I mean, there's multiple times like I thought about just this week, for instance, because I didn't have my anxiety stuff, but just this week I was just thinking, I'm like, I am like 98% happy with my life, and I wish there's only a 2% that I wish I could get back and I could be complete. And that's one of them's when I used to go to wrestling and enjoy it with the guys. And the other one is, my health. I wish I wasn't always in pain constantly. And if you guys hear the train, by the way, I don't know if you can hear the train, but if you guys hear the train, there's a disclaimer. It's not a podcast in my house unless you hear the train here in Lebanon.
You need to hear the train and the dogs. So
yeah, we have the train and the dogs here on the What Up Peeps podcast.
That's right. Everybody wants to get themselves out there on our podcast.
But right now, I'm living life. Like the other night, I was sitting there, me and my wife. We had a nice campfire going outside in our fireplace, and we were just sitting there. I was like, man, we're just so blessed. We're just so blessed because like we've been doing very well, and it's fantastic. We have a rock star kid. He's such a smart kid. I was always worried when I was becoming a dad, like you never know what's going to happen. Like, is your child going to be autistic? Are you going to have problems in the past, in the future, whatever,
Right.
But he is just a rock star. He's so smart. Like he loves school. Like these are traits that I didn't have. I didn't.
We'll fall in love with the Scouts, hopefully here. And
I mean, he
have some fun with that, man.
Here was the thing. The thing was we could go to a game convention, which is at Too Many Games, which is called. It is in Philly.
Oh yeah, Too Many Games.
I was looking at getting tickets, or we can go to Scouts. I said, here at the Too Many Games, you could go, and there's all a bunch of YouTubers. BWO was going to be there. And by the way, the autographs for them were free. So a lot of the YouTubers were free autographs, free pictures. BWO had free autographs, free pictures. The only person you had to pay for was the guy who voiced Mario. It's me, Mario.
Oh, wow.
He's going to be there. And I was going to say, hey, it's me, Mario. Follow the Wicked Turtle Network. I was going to have to say that. I had a line already ready for him. But my son said he wanted to go camping instead. And I was like, ugh, tear. Yeah, because what kid does that? Yeah.
Too Many Games will be back next year. The year after that.
Doesn't matter. I mean,
plenty of time for that stuff.
It's cool. Like, I did scout stuff with my son. I'm sorry. I'm doing scout stuff with my son like my dad did scout stuff with me. And it's just that whole experiencing things. Like we have this podcast stuff. This will always be here. You know what I'm saying? We will always have this stuff. It's the moments in life is what you should cherish.
Right.
Like this is a moment that me and you are sharing right now. We've become pretty good friends doing this stuff.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, if you would have asked us 5 years ago or 3 years ago, we were like, oh man, water, like hot lava under the bridge. That's one of your lines.
Right. Yep,
and now look at you. Now you're a star on the Wicked Turtle Network.
That's right.
But like I say, it's the moments that we share in life that matter. It's not how successful you are. It's not how I can sit there and tell you all day how successful I am and how I'm doing, how I'm just like kicking ass in life. But I'm also experiencing life with my family, which is fantastic. And I tell every single user or follower out there that listens to us, that watches us, experience life. Do it, because you never know when a pandemic is going to come.
How about it?
Cancer, anything is
That's like
going to
there's a
come and
couple of
take your
wrestling
life away.
shows coming up in October. Like I'll probably do one because October is my month. I love spooky stuff. I'm probably gonna save up enough money to do a nice party for my nieces. We're gonna
We
go
were just
down
talking about
probably.
Halloween.
We're probably gonna go down to the community park like we did last year. And I started that last year, and I want to do it every year. It'd be nice to go down to our community lot or park and just have a bob for apples, old school Halloween fun.
I
It was
miss
so much
bobbing
fun
for
last
apples. I
time,
was so
bobbing
good
for
at that.
apples and mummies wrapping up in toilet paper and
Pumpkin pie.
pumpkin pie and pumpkin roll and pin the tail on the donkey.
Oh, McDonald's has a new pumpkin pie out right. You see the pumpkin
Ooh,
cream?
uh-uh.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
pumpkin cream pie. Yeah,
they had that last year, I do
it
believe.
has like it looks like it's like a whipped topping on it and all.
Oh, I don't know about
It looks
that. That
delicious.
sounds
It's all
amazing, though.
stuffed in. It's all stuffed in their crust.
We'll
I
have to
will never
review it.
get. Well, my thing is, I never get back into pumpkin pie. Well, I do like the pumpkin pie from McDonald's, but I miss the old school fried pies from McDonald's. I
Oh,
can only
yeah,
find them at
dude.
different places, like KFC, for instance, has the fried pies, which is fantastic. Who else has? I did Jollibee one time. They have a mango peach pie.
I want to try that Jollibee.
Oh, so good. The only place I know that you can find is New York City
Yeah.
and down in Virginia, Newport News,
Speaking
Virginia.
of food, we got a review coming out here soon.
Yeah. Speaking of review, though, let's review this movie real quick. Or
Yeah.
let's do our scoring. What do you score this?
I'm going to go with a 6.5.
Me, because of the nostalgia feel with Clint Eastwood, I don't want to like throw that off on my review, but I was feeling like it was very stale. That's the only thing that really brought me down. Like it was very very slow to come up, and I'm almost right there with you, but I'm a little bit higher. I'm at a 7, like a 7. I'm 7.5, 7.5, just because it's the ending and how it went because it started out down here and then went up for me, and
Right.
then topped off, which was cool. And it was a decent movie. It was a good movie. I thought it was a good movie, decent movie to watch.
Yeah.
Would I watch it again? Probably in the next like year, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe about another year or two before I pull that one out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm there to 7.5. I really am.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get to promotions. Let's so we talked about who did I talk about? Tim Embler. Tim Embler, I'm going to do my shout out for him. I thought he did a good job with his show this weekend. I thought that was cool. He does that icons thing and just does a fantastic job there. I mean, you guys worked that before with Smart Marks. So
yeah.
And that looked cool when you guys were doing it because you had Jeff Jarrett there, right?
Yep, we brought Jeff Jarrett to Icons.
Can I ask you what was his fee for that?
Oh man, I couldn't remember. I didn't do any of that part. Yeah, to be honest with you.
Was it up there in the thousands at least?
I do believe, but I do know that they broke even on bringing him there because they had a couple different seminars he was.
That's usually how it works out too. It's usually break.
And it was like that was like his last indie appearance before he started working with WWE again too.
I think he was at Icons, if I am mistaken, again.
Yeah, because they brought him back and then they let him go. So now he's out there. So I'd like to see him go to NWA or even back working with Impact again. But yeah.
But yeah, that's my shout out is Timothy Amber, and also of course the Wicked Turtle Nation group page. Definitely shout that out. But I mean, I'm really trying to grow that, and it is. It's growing. It's actually doing really well. You're like again, I have nothing but praise for you for the Twitters.
Yeah,
I think I might hand you over the Instagram, so you can do the Instagram too. Start posting some shit on there.
Oh yeah, Instagram.
You're starting to be a social media magnet, man.
Yeah.
Are you out of jail yet? By the way,
3 more days as of this filming.
This week, the Return of the Duke on Facebook, and then it'll go right back in.
Right back in. But yeah, my shout outs would probably be to 2.0 is a team on AEW, formerly known as Ever Rise. And they got a YouTube channel, they got a TikTok. It's the show rules. And the guys, they do their chew of the week, you know, what their airing of their grievances. And my chew of the week is how everybody will bring up the YouTube link of these guys and then they'll call it the show, the show, the show. It's like, well, when you look up the show, you don't find that. You got to look up the show, AEW, team, former WWE, and then it'll pop up. Unless you type in the show rules. The show rules. That's what are you crying about? I know. It's crazy. They just say the show rules, and then you would be able to find it on YouTube. That's my chew of the week. So yeah, look it up. The show rules. They do vlogs and all kinds of stuff, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
The one guy, Matt, is the BTE champion.
Oh, okay.
Being the elite champion. So
that's a thing.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Really?
I know the what are you talking about, the podcast? BTE podcast?
BTE vlog.
Yeah, I know that.
Being
Yeah,
the
the
elite.
podcast, yeah. Their vlog. Yeah,
Yeah, they have the championship.
this is
They've
why
had
I
that
like
for
them.
like a year
This is
now.
why I like AEW. They really continue their storylines online and they keep that going.
Yep.
And I think that's pretty cool.
There's a lot of storyline stuff that is tied in with BTE. That's actually a
with Sammy
point of
Guevara.
contention. Yeah, there's
one of
a
them.
point of contention because people will be like, you guys just made this promo for AEW and put it on Being the Elite, but you should have just put it on TV. And they'll tease that themselves. It's like, we want continuity with our vlog and the show.
It's also another revenue for them too.
Yeah.
You know, they get up there in the millions. You could make millions. You know, you get up there a million viewers and you get up there a million followers or something like that. You make some money. So you know,
Right.
it's a thing, and it's very cool. I've always said this, and I've talked to the Kilowatt about this. I'm like, yeah, you know what would make wrestling even cooler? Just to keep those storylines going. Just pull out the YouTubes and put it on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, and just keep it going through that. Because what are we watching after shit goes off air? We're going to YouTube. We're going to go watch it on YouTube. That's why it was genius to put their dark show on YouTube. Absolutely. I thought that was genius. I'm like, wow, they're putting this on here for free.
Right.
But they still make money. Like, they'll still make money because of their YouTube payouts. But still, that's
a great advertising
kind of cool. Too. You know, and I'm like, that's kind of what I envisioned of how we should do it. Like, I tell promotions all the time, like, how did they survive during the pandemic? Well, you got to keep yourself up and ready.
Revenues.
Yeah, you got to have different revenues. You got to be, you know, like Leapfrog, for instance. Leapfrog did their stuff where, you know, they were outside. They did it outside, and they kept it going through social media, through Twitter, and through, you know, all kinds of stuff. And now it's bleeding over. Yep, there you go.
Through my train.
There you go. And see what I'm saying? Like, it's like the Sanctuary does the same shit. They keep their storylines going through that. New York Championship Wrestling, they're doing the same thing. You know, I don't see that from other promotions, but I reach out to other promotions and say, hey, listen, you could do this too. You know, and this is how you keep yourself relevant, even if there is another shutdown. You know, I always talked about, like, we could do matches where you could probably even do online matches if you wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Or online fights, or like I thought about, for instance, like I'll give you an example, like PPW, for instance, that No Limits title. I had no idea what they use that for. You know, it's a title where they said they do fatal 4-ways. And I'm like, why don't you use it like how WWE uses their 24/7 champion?
And I'll tell you, that's what, is it 1CW been doing with their Roundup champions, their Bulletproof championship. Killian McMurphy killed it during the pandemic, making these awesome cinematic matches that he defends the Bulletproof title in. And that was the majority of his 2020 Bulletproof title reign was these epic, you know, cinematic matches. You can go on his YouTube. It's all free, you know what I mean? Different matches he's had and different, you know, stuff he's created. He really made that belt. I remember when that belt was conceived. I was in the car on the ride home from a show when we were talking about what's the belt going to look like, what's the significance behind it. I remember when that belt was made, and, you know,
Yeah,
It was
I
made
always
for a
I
guy to
always
kill
said that,
you.
like, wouldn't it be cool, like, for instance, like, all right, you won the No Limits title, for instance, on a show, and then you
Mm-hmm.
continue that storyline, like, say, for instance, I'm just spitballing here. This is not an actual creative thing, but listen, I'm just spitballing that. Listen, like, say, for instance, I don't know who has it now with it. Rembrandt, I think Rembrandt has it now.
Yeah,
Anyways,
maybe.
say Rembrandt's like doing something weird, like where he's painting or something, and Isaac Rule comes up from behind him and turns him, and boom, he becomes champion. Boom, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like
Right.
that keeps the title a little bit relevant and makes me want to say, "Oh, this is a kind of a cool title. All right, cool."
Yeah.
Like it makes me tune in. It makes me want to say what's going to happen next year on PPW Entertainment YouTube page. Same thing. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like
It's
this,
kind of like
these,
the X Division. Like,
yeah.
okay, like Josh Alexander just retained his X Division title, and Christian retained against Ace Austin. I really wanted Ace to win there at Victory Road, but Josh Alexander put the X Division title up. The thing with the X Division title is you can cash that. That itself is a championship opportunity. So you can cash the X Division title in, which he did. And at Bound for Glory, was it Bound for Glory? Yeah, Bound for Glory. It's going to be Alexander and Christian for the heavyweight title. Now the X
That's another thing
Division,
you could do with that. It's another thing you
yeah.
can do with
Now the
PPW.
X Division is on the line.
Do
So
the
that,
same thing. I like that. It was option C, right? Isn't
yeah,
it option
option
C?
C.
So that I would actually copy off of Impact and do the same thing with that
I
fatal
thought that
4-way
was
whatever.
from what I was told anyway. That was the idea behind the No Limits title. Was it was
No,
just like
my
that?
thing is if you call it no limits, that means no limits.
Yeah.
Like anywhere. You can do this anywhere you want. And then also put an option C on. I like that idea of putting an option C on there where you cash in your title for a heavyweight title shot. I think that's genius. I think that's fantastic. But all right, we can talk more about that.
Yeah, we could talk about wrestling all day.
Yeah, we could talk that all day,
And
especially
actually,
especially
there's
the Duke here.
something
So
coming up here. Is the Extreme Rules? I don't know if you want to do a predictions video. I got the card for that, so we can do a predictions video for Extreme
we
Rules.
can
That'll
roll
be
that.
coming out on no
That's
Peacock.
that's what I'm talking to our followers and fans right now. That checking my other actually promotion is the Duke's Dive. Check
Yeah,
it out. First show's up now. It's on all audio platforms. It's on all video platforms that we have.
yeah,
So check it out. We had a good time. We talked a lot of good stuff
we
there.
did. Yeah,
So
we got another
check
one
that
coming
guys
on the
out.
way.
Yep, he's got another one coming out. So check out the stuff. Actually, I'm so bad at this stuff. There's a ticker. Just remember,
There
just
we
check out
go.
Wicked Turtle Network on Instagram, Facebook, and
Way
TikTok.
down there.
We are on TikTok. We don't use it a lot. We are going to be using it soon. And we're also on Twitter with the Wicked Turtle Net. Check us out on Twitter. That's where the Duke over here has been doing fantastic with it, man. He has great
Yeah, been
conversations over
trying
there.
anyway. Yeah,
And yeah, so all right, guys. Well, I think we're good. We did really good with our movie. Check out the movie. It's called Cry Macho.
yeah,
I thought it was a good movie. The Duke thought it was a pretty good movie. It's not bad. It's if you have some time, check it out. I would definitely check it out. It's definitely
yeah.
a good movie to check out. Next time, do we figure out what we're gonna do next time for our homework? It's not
What
Venom
is
yet
next
because we
week?
still have one more week. We're supposed to do Bruce Lee. We could do the Bruce Lee movie if you want to.
I've already watched that one, so yeah.
Well, there you go. So you're done.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Because I'll watch that this week. Well, the Bruce Lee movie's up on Netflix.
Yeah, that's not a new one.
No, it just came out. It just came out.
That came out in 2017.
Are you talking about the
WWE one? Yeah, Heart of
No,
the
I'm not
Dragon.
talking about that one.
And I just watched a movie that
Because I know
don't know what you had me watch because that came out in 2017.
What was it?
The one that Blumhouse and WWE made. Heart
Birth
of the Dragon.
Birth of the
Birth of the
Dragon.
Dragon. It came out in 2017.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it did. But
It was still a good movie though.
Oh well, let's watch it anyways. I don't care. It's out now. It's on the Netflix. It's 2017.
Yeah.
If you guys want to follow along with us, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Also, tell our followers, comment when this airs. While this airing, please comment. We are
Yeah,
in the
give us a
chat.
comment.
We
If
like
you
to be
guys
in
want to
chat.
see us review a certain movie, let us know. We'll check it out.
Put it in the chat. That's what I have to
Yeah.
say. Also, let me talk about Rays real quick, guys. Go get some Rays. Go on Rep Sports. Use the code Wicked Turtle. Get yourself some Rays, 15% off. 15% off. Well, there you go. There you, you have to tell me what flavor you have. I have all the cans,
Yeah.
so I can go like this. We'll do some magic. We'll do some magic. Trust me.
Yep. We
All
like to
right,
act a little
guys.
bit.
Let's end it here. We're going on
Yep.
an hour, so let's end it here. It's your boy, the Penguin,
It's the Duke.
and that's what's up. Blah
I know.
blam.
Blam.
Thank you for tuning in to Wicked Turtle Network exclusive. Follow us on all social media, and also click the link tree in the description of this video. When clicking the link tree, you will be able to follow all of Wicked Turtle's social medias: our Instagram, our Twitter, our Facebook, our YouTube. You might also be able to get access to the Wicked Turtle store. I also would like to take the time right now and welcome us as a brand new ambassador to Raise Energy Drinks. Wicked Turtle has joined the hashtag Raise Rebellion with Raise Energy Drinks. Raise Energy Drinks gives you fresh, which stands for focus, recovery, energy, stamina, and hydration, with giving you no crash. Raise has zero sugar with electrolytes and BCAA aminos. So hashtag Raise Up and go to your local GNC or vitamin shop and pick up a can, or go to repsports.com and order your Raise Energy Drinks and other athletic supplements in bulk, and type in order code Wicked Turtle for 15% off your order, and that code will be in the description of this video.